and I need you, and I miss you, and now.
How's it going, lovely people? Welcome back. Welcome back to another stream. Second iteration of what I like to call Saturday Session, a show where every Saturday I come on, update you guys on the latest news this week surrounding Liverpool Football Club or football in general. Last Saturday's show was a great success. You guys seem to have liked it, so I'm going to continue it on. Let me know what you guys think as well. Please like, comment, subscribe on the way in, guys. On the road to 100 subscribers, we hit 70 last night, which was breathtaking. Thank you guys so much for that. All the love everyone has shown me so far has been overwhelming. So hopefully we can continue on this journey. I've got my new mic now, guys, so hopefully I sound better. Big up Beans, man. Big up, bro. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, new mic now. I invested a lot of money into it, so hopefully it sounds good for you guys. It should sound a lot better than my old one. Beans, let me know if it sounds good. If not, if it's too loud or not loud enough. But it should be all right. I tested it beforehand. Sound crystal clear? Good. That's what we want to hear. My goal is I want to invest into this, put as much production value into this as possible, so it's an enjoyable show for you guys to watch. There's nothing that, on the production side at least, that you guys will complain about. So good. I'm glad the mic sounds so good. Big up, Yards. Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate you for joining me. Yeah, like I said, new mic. This is I'm obviously doing the show with Drifty in about an hour, so it's not going to be a super long stream. Hopefully, going to stretch this to about 45 minutes. That's a pause. But with that being said, chat, unless there's anything you guys want to talk about, I think we should get into the first topic of today, which is obviously the major breaking news, probably of this week, probably of the transfer window so far, potentially. Chelsea hijack Morgan Rogers from Arsenal. £117 million accepted. Big up Bean says, you doing the watch along? I will doing that on Big Up with Drifty. I'll be joining him for that one. So we will see. We'll be there for that. 7-year contract. Obviously, medical's being done. Apparently, Xabi Alonso was instrumental in the signing, which, I mean, look, we can go into the next steps, the fallen dominoes of this transfer deal in a minute. But speaking just on the deal for Chelsea, I mean, he's a great player, very versatile, can play, obviously, as the 10 off the right and off the left. Like I said, what a player. I think we all know how good Morgan Rogers was. He showed it in the flashes he played in the World Cup. Was probably one of England's best players, was England's best right winger. Not hard against Saka and Sadwake. But in terms of Chelsea, I mean, they are going big in the transfer window, it seems. They've already signed Morgan Rogers. I'm trying to think. I think obviously Emeka is coming from Strasbourg as well. I think, have they signed anyone else, chat? I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you. Actually, that's copyright. Let me not do that. Let me check. I'm just going to check Chelsea's transfers unless you guys can tell me quickly, but I'm already there now. Transfers for Chelsea. They've obviously obviously Giovanni Quenda and Palestra. So Chelsea have already signed 4 players. I'm included Emeka, even though he was already technically a Chelsea player. Whoa. Apologies, just slapped the mic. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. But Chelsea seemingly getting their business done early. Morgan Rogers probably will be the marquee signing for them this summer. Like I said, I think he's a great fit for them. I think he's going to be a great fit for Xabi Alonso. Probably similar to how he utilised Florian Wirtz at Leipzig and maybe how he tried to use Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid. Obviously, for Arsenal, huge disappointment. We know he was their marquee target, the one they were going after, as David Ornstein outlined. They wanted the player. They had interest. Again, only 23 years old as well, Morgan Rogers, so he's still very young. But yeah, Arsenal had interest in him. It seemed like it was nailed on that he would go there. But the work of Xabi Alonso and the recruitment team at Chelsea managed to convince him to join Chelsea, that it was more of an appealing project, potentially outline the fact that Arsenal probably won the league in the worst season of teams. Big up, yeah, it says, well, you get copyright for singing a song that takes place YouTube. And I don't want to risk it, yards. I don't want to get a strike this early doing streaming, so I'm just not going to risk it. But like I said, for Arsenal, we'll see who they pivot onto. Obviously, they've already signed Christian Solis, who was a great player in the Belgian league last season. Big up Ali, bro. Hope you're doing well. Troops is stressing. Oh yeah, big up Troops, man. Nah, I got a lot of love for Troops. Never spoken to the guy, but big up. Ali, by the way, I've got the new mic, so let me know how it sounds. Bean said it sounds good. Hopefully, it sounds better than my last one. Obviously, I know you and Yards mentioned in the comments about the mic not sounding great on one of the videos I recorded, so hopefully it sounds a lot better now. Like I said, I invested a lot of money into this mic, so I'm hoping it works. By the way, what a fucking scam. The bastards don't even send it with a stand. I've currently got it sat in a glass, and I've ordered a boom mic that's arriving tomorrow. So it'll be on a boom mic. Okay, good. Thank you, Ali. I'm glad. Big up Ali. Also, Ali says, hopefully we push through Barcola before Asna steps in. I hope so. Obviously, we'll speak about that shortly. Actually, let's go into it now. For Liverpool, we need to press the accelerator on the Barcola deal now. We cannot, in any realm of imagination, let Arsenal decide, because it was reported by Fabrizio. I haven't got the screenshot that Arsenal made contact with Diamonde. PSG are in negotiations, but apparently Arsenal kind of stuck their nose and seeing if he would be interested. If he says no, you could only assume they're probably going to pivot to Bradley Barcola, potentially in other options, but Barcola seems to be the name that keeps coming back to Arsenal. So we need to put our foot on the accelerator now, get that deal done. If we're haggling over 5 to 6 million with PSG, just pay it, get the deal done, get the player through the door, and then we can worry about the rest of the transfers. Big up Yard says, Solis is a good signing. People will be surprised by him. He's a very good, solid all-round winger. I like him. Very good numbers, if I'm not mistaken, for Bruges last season. One sec, let me get them up, actually. Yeah, he had 40 GA last season. Brilliant. 17 goals, 23 assists in 36 games. So, I mean, his stats say it all, really. He's seemingly probably one of the best players in the Belgian league, only 24 years of age as well. Big up Ali says, Fabrizio said Arsenal made contact with Diamonde, which was weird. I did think it was weird. It didn't fully surprise me, but... And then Ali goes on to say, don't think Arsenal goes to Barcola. Hopefully all this behind-the-scenes groundwork shit has worked for Barcola. Hopefully, man. Ali again says, Josh, I have a feeling we don't get Barcola, but we get an out-the-blue signing like Ryan. It would be dark if that happened. I believe Barcola needs to be... Barcola's 1A in terms of who is available for us to sign, who we should sign, who suits the system the way we want to play. I feel like Ryan. I mean, I know Barcola's 3 years older than Ryan, but he's still only 22. But the gap in quality is night and day. Solis is the type of signing we made a few years ago. Ali says, it won't surprise me if we signed Ryan because Iraola worked with him. No, I hear it. And look, if we signed Barcola and Ryan, I'd be over the moon. Because you got your project player in Ryan, who, yes, he's only played for 6 months or 4 months, however long, but had very good flashes, still very young, will grow, and will have the opportunity to grow as well under Iraola. Obviously, so that's it for Morgan Rogers, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about. Obviously, Chelsea, great sign for Chelsea. Fortunate for Arsenal, but fuck them, way. And now it seems they'll pivot, or trying to pivot to Diamonde. For Liverpool, this should mean that we try and get the Barcola deal done as soon as possible. Iraola was talking about how we need to replace Salah in a different way, like the wingers can't be a goal scoring winger. Bradley Barcola isn't a super goal scorer, like he's not a goal scoring focused winger. So for me, it's either going to be Bradley Barcola or it's going to be Minter. And if it's Minter, there's going to be a rant video, and I haven't done a rant video yet, but Big pace and power Brazilian. I hear you. He's definitely got potential. He ain't all that people are hyping up to be now, but he's got potential. He's still only 19. All right, we'll move on to the next topic, guys, which is Gaiska, apologies, Mendieta spoke earlier today or last night, I believe, can't actually remember, about Iraola, saying he believes he will succeed. I'll read the quote out. It says, "I know Andoni Iraola well, and he can handle the pressure. He is ready for the challenge at Liverpool, where you cannot promise trophies. He can quickly bring a clear style of football and identity to the club. His experience in the Premier League has taught him what is required. His approach to the market and his tactical ideas will make Liverpool competitive against Arsenal, Manchester City, and Chelsea. He is ready to deliver." Now, obviously, we know Mendieta. If you guys, I mean, a little bit before my time, but I know of the player, and he works in the background for a lot of clubs, very esteemed in certain clubs' hierarchies, and I think he's more of a consultant than working for an individual club. But when you have someone like Mendieta, who obviously, like I said, he's worked with Iraola, or he knows Iraola well, given that higher praise when he doesn't have to, for me, tells me all I need to know. I mean, we've seen it already from preseason. Iraola has already got the players working harder than they probably ever did on the slot. The intensity, pressing, the style of players was different. It's not so much of staying on the ball. It's getting the ball gone quick, playing, finding triangles, pockets to pass the ball into. So hearing this from Mendieta is, like I said, a huge bonus and boost in confidence. That I was already sure on Iraola. For me, is in hindsight now, seeing the way he's already come into the club, probably my first choice over Xabi Alonso. I don't think Xabi Alonso would come in and he would have the love from the fans because it's Xabi, but in terms of the way he's putting himself out to the fans, I don't think anyone could have done it better than Iraola has so far. Big Up Beans says, "It's possible we don't make any more signings. FSG have done it before." That is true. Big Up Drifty and the panel show earlier was speaking about if we don't make any signings. I think it was Fonzie actually said it. It's a possibility. If the club are thinking they don't want to block a pathway for some of the young players, it's a possibility we don't sign anyone. Maybe a stopgap or two. It just depends on how much Iraola wants to use the youth and develop the youth. But for me, you still have to sign players because we have one of the youngest squads in the league now, and you need experience. Every season that we won the league, which is the past 2 times we won the league, you've had experienced players in there. You've had Milner, Henderson. I won't say Verge because the year we won it with Klopp, Verge wasn't super experienced at that point. But you have players like that. Lallana was in that squad. Go to last year, Mo, Ali, Verge, Robbo. You need the experience in the squad. Robbo's gone. Mo's gone. Ali's injury prone. It's really only Verge now, who is 35. So you need experienced players who can still play at a high level. And we don't currently have that as much as I would like to. But like I said, big up Mendieta for giving good praise, high praise to Iraola. Like I said, as fans, I think that's what we like to hear. We know the Feyenoord fans, when we signed Slot, were very high in praise for him as well. So we know it can go wrong still. It's not a guarantee just because Mendieta says Iraola is going to be a great for Liverpool. He will succeed at Liverpool. Doesn't mean it's true. Bale Yard says, my manager, facts. I'm already over the moon with us appointing Iraola. Even if he never left, but even if it doesn't work out, I'm happy. If you said to me, if it doesn't work in 12 months, would you regret feeling the way I felt now? No, because he has shown me everything that I would want a manager coming in to show me. The ambition for transfers. He already said it himself, he wants transfers. He doesn't want to just stick with the same players over and over and over. He wants the club to go out in the market, buy players. So, and Big Yard says, Iraola is bringing back our work effort and work rate back to where it should be after that bum slot, slack training and tactics. Facts. Iraola just bringing back to where we used to be, to that should have never left. I 100% agree. Slot let the players almost get away with being lackluster, and I wouldn't say lazy because I can never sit there and call a football player lazy. But in terms of the intensity and the pressure and the athleticism that they had under Klopp, and even under the first season at Slot, uh, waned and slipped and fell dramatically last year. All right, we're going to move on now from this one because we're already 15 minutes in. I've got 4 more slides I want to bring up. Big up Joe Gomez on the arrival of Iraola and his first impressions. Really, really good. He seems like a really nice guy. It's obviously massively impressive what he did at Bournemouth and how he got them to perform. I think we're all looking forward to it and we're all excited to have him. We're all hungry and excited to go. First of all, big up Joey. I think 11 years at the club now, which is crazy. Maybe even longer than that. But again, the players are always going to back the manager. They're never going to come out and say, I'm not too sure of him yet. But when you have a senior player in the squad who's been around 4 managers, I think now, saying this about Iraola, obviously giving him high praise for what he did at Bournemouth, saying he likes him as a person, because you have to like the manager as a person. Otherwise, you're not going to want to work for them. You're not going to want to give everything for them. So big up Joey. He also goes on to say, so this is about him being a senior figure in the group. I guess it's one you kind of grow into. It's not like an instant thing. I think with time, I've got more used to it. Everyone does it in their own way, and in my way, I enjoy it. It's just something that over the last season or 2, I've got more used to until the likes of Verge and Ali, and so on the back with us. I'm probably one of the older ones here. And big up Joey. This is going back to what I was talking about as well, having the senior players in the squad. Obviously, Joey seemingly going to be here now for the season. These quotes tell me we're not going to sell him. And big up everyone. So quick to say, big up everyone in the chat as well. Big up everyone watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, we hit 70 subscribers last night. So much love to everyone for that. On the road to 100, if we could hit 100, I mean, the way we're going, we might hit 100 by the end of July, which would be amazing. I can't expect that though. So, but big up everyone watching. Much love. Going back to this, for me, I'm so happy to keep Joey at the club. You need rotation, and if we're not going to sign a right back or a centre back, you need a player who can fill both positions, a utility player. We know Joey's injury record has been poor. I understand that. I'm never going to sit there and say it hasn't or try and defend it. His injury record simply hasn't been good enough for Liverpool, and that's not always his fault. I'm hoping if you go back and watch Bournemouth last season, the injuries that Iraola had weren't huge. Bournemouth didn't suffer from really bad injuries. Obviously had a few, every team has injuries, but in terms of like how we had injuries last season, or how Spurs or other teams had injuries last season, Bournemouth were one of the best teams for keeping their players fit. I'm hoping we can see a good run of fitness and form from Joey. We know Connor's going to miss the start of the season, still recovering from that injury. I've got my questions about Frimpong at right back. So it seems Joe Gomez will probably be getting time at right back, which I'm not opposed to if he's fit. So I'm personally happy with the quotes, everything he said. It's always nice to hear that a player knows he's in the senior squad. He's kind of he now realizes he was the young kid in the group, came through at such a young age, and now he's got to be the one to nurture, to put an arm around the younger players, help them grow, help them develop. Hopefully not put them on his fitness regimen, because we know how that worked out. Sorry, that's dark. I shouldn't say that. But let me know what you guys think as well in the chat. What do you guys think about Gomez's quotes? Or are you happy that he's going to be here next season? Or would you rather we move on from him potentially? Me personally, I think it's good to have a senior player in the squad. The more players that have experience and years at the club, the better, in my opinion, especially for bringing through the youth. Obviously, we know the manager's going to play a huge part in that, but it can't all be on Iraola to help develop the youth players. It's got to be on the senior players as well, to coach them, teach them, guide them through everything. I've got 2 more topics, chat, but let me know what you think about Joey in the chat as well. Moving on. I don't want to bring this up because if anyone knows me, I can't stand Indy Kyler, but transfer news this week has been so dead, we need stuff to talk about. Indy Kyler says, exclusive. Manchester United are making late moves for Adam Wharton after LFC were told this evening of his transfer fee. Keep a close eye on this one. Liverpool and Manchester United officials are watching closely. If Manchester United sign Adam Wharton, I'm happy for them. I do not want Adam Wharton, at least not as the marquee DM. If we sign Manu Kone, give me Adam Wharton. I think they work well together. But I'm hoping with the signing of Tielemans, Andre Santos, and if they do get Adam Wharton, hopefully United will cool off the Manu Kone stuff and we can go have a free run at him. So I'm hoping for. Big up Yards says in regards to, I'll bring it back up, in regards to the Gomez stuff. Happy Gomez is still here, one of our best defenders and fully fit. There's an argument that when Joey is fully fit, he's the best partner for Verge. I hear it. I wouldn't agree now. Actually, I might, because obviously Ibu's left. So maybe it's true. I hear what you mean. There's definitely some truth to it. I can't. I haven't seen Xhaka play for Liverpool. I've only seen Leone play 45 minutes for Liverpool. So I can't sit there and say that they're better than Gomez when Gomez is fit. So Yards, I agree with you, brother. That's a good point. Like I said, I think we're both happy Gomez is still here. Moving back onto Wharton, though. For me, Wharton is a player who, for Liverpool, hasn't got the legs to play the ball-winning DM in a double pivot. Big up Johnsky as well. Blessings. Big up, bro. Hope you're doing well. For me, Adam Wharton is the player you play alongside the ball winner. People go on and rave on about having a 6 or a destroyer. I'm not so sure we need a destroyer. I think we need a ball winner. For me, that's Manu Kone. But if you have Wharton and Manu Kone in a double pivot, I think that's a beautifully balanced midfield. You got Wharton, who's the very technical, on the ball magician, but isn't, and don't get me wrong, he does get engaged defensively, but he's not super athletic. He's not uber talented when it comes to winning the ball back. Whereas Manu Kone, very strong, physically imposing, fast, great at winning the ball back, but can also do the technical side of things. I think they work very well together. Big up Yards says, I would be, if United get Wharton, that's my guy. Man, sleep on Wharton. He's low-key a Carrick regen. Yards, I think he's a great player, but I would rather sign Manu Kone than Adam Wharton. So if Man United have to sign Adam Wharton, because for me, if United have a midfield of Tielemans, Wharton, Kobe, and Andre Santos, there's no balance in that midfield. Andre Santos is the only ball winner, and even then, he's not an exceptional ball winner. Pardon me. Oh, fucking hell, heartburn. They're trying to kill me, chat. They're trying to kill me. So for me, I'm not worried about Man United if that's their midfield. Wharton, Santos, Tielemans, Kobe Manu. That doesn't stress me out. I'm not scared of that. Especially if we can get Kone and you can play Kone or Sobo and Grav, or Grav and Kone. If Mac's still there or Jones is still there, you can play. For me, that's a beautiful midfield balance. I'm so high on Soboslai, maybe higher than most. I think he's probably the second best midfielder in the league. People might hate me for that. Outside, I think he's better than Declan Rice. So Declan Rice is my number. Rodri's my number one. And then for me, it's Soboslai. Maybe Bruno Fernandes, but he's what, 34 now, 33. I don't know how he's going to be this season. Big up. People mistake Wharton's lack of running for that he can't run. I think he makes intelligent runs instead of running around like a headless chicken. Wharton gets stuck in, don't get it twisted. Fair. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched hours and hours of film on Adam Wharton, but just from what I've seen, I think in a tackle he's good, but Yards, I don't know if you agree with me, he's not the Fabinho where he's going to go and put out fires. He's going to go cover left back if Kirkez runs up and we get counter-attacked. He's going to go play right back, or he's going to win the ball up high. For me, that's not him. I could be totally wrong, and maybe I am wrong, and maybe if he goes to United, he changes the midfield, and we talk about him differently next season. I think it says, no, he ain't. So for me, that's why I'd want Manu Kone and Wharton, because I think they balance each other. Big up Shankly. Big up Josh and chat. Absolutely big up the chat every single time, and big up Shankly every time as well. But again, I could be wrong. Maybe Adam Wharton does go and revolutionise Man United midfield and becomes the next Carrick. I don't see that happening. But big up, let me know what you guys think as well. Would you guys take Wharton at Liverpool? I assume yards you will. Let me know what everyone else thinks. Personally, I would, but he wouldn't be my first choice. I would have to go sign a ball winner first. Like I said, I wouldn't sign Wharton as the first midfielder. It would have to be Kone or Sangare or Kamara, and then you go get Wharton to play alongside them. But actually, I'm not sure. Philip Johnson said, I don't think we need him. I was literally about to say, Soboslai's got to play next season. And I don't know if you can pay the fee for Adam Wharton and keep him on the bench. So yeah, that's that. Last topic, people, is speaking of Manchester United, Ederson has just signed a new contract at Atalanta till June 2031. Fabrizio goes on to say, confirmed stories on Man United revisiting the deal later this summer were not true, as the deal collapsed exactly 1 week ago. Atalanta showed trust in Ederson and opened a new cycle with him staying. So obviously this is probably why we saw United pivot onto Tielemans and maybe Wharton or Kone, depending on where they go. Obviously, it seemed nailed on that Ederson was going to go to United. I think we even got the here we go, potentially. I could be wrong. But an issue with the medical on Man United's side, Atalanta were adamant that they had no issue. He was fully fit. I think Man United maybe got a bit spooked, pulled out of the deal. Obviously, now he's just signed a new contract. I brought this up because I wanted to talk about the greater connotations of this, not just this contract. For me, Ederson's a good player. Obviously, he didn't play much, if at all, I don't believe. I think he may have played a couple of minutes at the World Cup for Brazil. Couldn't start or play over Fabinho or Casemiro. So, I mean, I'm not going to go into it. We know how Brazil played at the World Cup and how they were misused. I'll just leave it at that. For me, I think this completely shifts. Apologies, just smacked the mic again. Completely shifts the midfield market. Big up Yard says Carrick didn't run around either. He was an orchestrator that could read the game, made intelligent runs and positional adjustments to make up for his lack of athleticism. I see similar. I assume he's going to say traits in Wharton, which I hear it. By the way, I'm not saying Wharton's a bad player because he's not. But in the modern day game, I think you need someone next to Wharton who can do all the things he can't. You can't just have Wharton as the sit-in six. Qualities in Wharton. I'm not saying Wharton is as good as Carrick. I hear it. But I assume, Yards, you also hear where I'm coming from. I'm saying I don't think you can play Wharton as the lone six in our team and he fixes everything. We need to play the double pivot next season. And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I'm just not super sold on him as being the designated ball winner in midfield. But obviously going back to this, João Gomez. I mean, so this happens. United get Tielemans, João Gomez, or Aston Villa get João Gomez. Big up Yards. So where does this leave us? You may be asking. If you want my honest opinion, I think this leaves us with us keeping McAllister, keeping Jones, and running back the same midfield next season, which I don't want. If it was my way, I love him, gave me some great memories, scored some absolutely amazing goals. For me, I would move on from Alexis McAllister. I think he's given everything he could give to the club. I think his legs are gone. And I'm not saying the technical ability isn't there, but in the Iraola system, I don't think you can get away with having a player like Wirtz and a player like McAllister in the squad. So for me, that's probably why I would shift him on to go get a higher priority target, a Kone. Manu Kone is my number one target. I mean, if you watched my video that I did a couple of days ago with I built Iraola's perfect £200 million transfer window, you would see that I wanted João Gomez and Kone. Next day, João Gomez goes to Villa. So we might be starting the Josh curse. I'm not going to patent that, and I agree with it. But also, actually, shit. I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't mind Bowen, and Bowen signed a contract, or was said he was going to stay the next day. So maybe I am bad luck. But fuck it, we ball. Uh, but yeah, obviously, like I said, the greater connotations of this are Man United miss out on their main target. They go still from Aston Villa with the release clause for Tielemans. João Gomez goes to Villa. United now seemingly pivoting to Wharton. All of this to say, I'm going to say, Vitinha, welcome to Liverpool. I'm kidding. João Neves. No, I'm kidding. For me, we have to go for Manu Kone. I think Manu Kone revolutionises our midfield going to the next season. High intensity, extreme work rate, extreme physical monster. Yards. I don't mean Wirtz can't. I just don't want Wirtz to do that next season. Trust me, I know Wirtz can press. I watched him last season, but he shouldn't be. If that makes sense, we should have the 10 players around him doing the work for him, so he can focus on being. I keep smacking this mic. That's why I need the boom arm. Being the creative hub for the rest of the team, feeding the wingers, feeding Isak. So I didn't mean he couldn't, but I mean if you have Wirtz doing how I'm playing, how I would want him to play, and then McAllister there who isn't going to run and cover the ground to make up for it, then I don't think that works. But big up. I hear your point. People do sleep on Wirtz's pressing and athleticism. Big up as well. We've got 14 people. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe. Let me know how you guys are doing in the chat as well. Much love to you all on the road to 100 subs. We just hit 70 last night, which, to be honest, I didn't think I would hit this quick. So again, much love to everyone. I didn't make it clear, to be fair, Yards. Kone is the man. And for about 50 million, rumour is for Kone. I think that would be the steal of the window, especially when you look at players like Mateus Fernandes going for 85, 90. Tonali going for 100 mil. Bruno Guimaraes potentially going for 90 mil. I mean, these are players who aren't 2 times the player that Manu Kone is. I don't even think they're 1 times the player that Manu Kone is. I think Kone is better than Bruno Guimaraes. I think Kone, that might be a bit step too far. Bruno Guimaraes is probably better than Kone still. He's definitely better. Kone is definitely better than Mateus Fernandes. That's 100% certain. And Elliot Anderson ain't 3 times the player Kone is. I'm sure we'll see tonight, actually. Let me check the lineups quick, chat. Apologies. I'm going to check the lineups for the England game. I want to see who is playing. France are little nerds, They're playing Mbappe, Elise, Shirky, and Doué still. Little fucking freaks. Hey, at least Konate's touching pitch. England are playing. Well, Harry Kane ain't playing. In fact, let me just bring up the lineups for you quick, chat, so you guys can see them, and then obviously I will wrap this show up in a couple of minutes, and we can head on over to Big Up. Let me bring that up. So here's the lineup, chat, for France. You have Magnan, Gusto, Konate, Lacroix, Hernandez, Zaire Emery, Rabiot, Elise, Shirky, Doué, and Mbappe. So Mbappe's going for the golden boot. And then for England, you got Dean Henderson, Jed Spence, Guehi Quansah, Declan Rice, Rashford, Rodgers, Eze, Saka, Ivan, Tony up top. So even in a 3rd place game, Ollie Watkins can't touch pitch. Kind of crazy. Yeah, for me, Manu Kone is the player we should target for midfield. For me, that's available, obviously. But with that being said, chat, I think that's everything covered. Let me know if I've missed anything or anything you guys want me to touch up on quickly. Just to give you a quick recap, spoke about Morgan Rogers going to Chelsea, what that might mean for Arsenal and Liverpool potentially. And obviously what that means for Chelsea as well, how he'll play under Alonso. I might do a video breaking that down at some point as well, so look out for that. Mendieta spoke highly on Iraola. Joe Gomez spoke about his first impressions of Iraola and about being a senior figure of the group now. From Shitty Kyler, United and Liverpool both interested in Adam Wharton. And of course, Edison signing a new contract at Atalanta, what that means for the rest of the teams in Europe. Big Up Yards says, Vert should be the only player players to get freedom and roam around and pick up the ball where he needs to make things happen. Under Iraola, I can guarantee that when Wirtz has the ball, I hate when you leave him with suspense. Yards. Big up Bean says, I expected Wirtz to do what Coutinho did for us. There's still time, brother. Coutinho weren't amazing in his first season. We didn't pay 100 million for Coutinho, but will be bare movement around him to make things happen. There won't be no standing about. I agree. 100% I agree. I think we will see a much improved version of Florian Wirtz next season, which I think we all hope for his sake and for the club's sake. Let me know, chat. Is there anything else you guys want me to touch on quickly before we go, or are you guys happy for me to wrap the show up here? Apologies, it's not been a super long one. Obviously, I'm heading over to Big Up with Drift in about 20 minutes. So you'll see more of me there if you guys head over there. Big up Drifty as well. Big up everyone. I know I've been giving a lot of people shout outs, but they deserve it. Cal, Coppish, so Cal, Matt, Drifty, Jamie, Liverpool Chats TV, big up Ends as well, Football with Ends, Dean, Fans on TV, Ram, the Ram Stand, Luke Tanner, I think, Football with Kai. All these guys have been nothing but supportive and nothing but cool, loving guys, showing me so much love, giving me a platform. And now I've got an amazing audience, such as you guys watching me. Get used to seeing my face a lot. That's what I'm going to say, guys, because this is I ain't going nowhere. You guys got to get used to me. That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to make this work. And I hope you guys are here with me when that happens. So big up to everyone. Hang on, what's that? Do you guys hear that? In the background, I'm not too sure what's. What is that? Oh, I think I've been hacked, chat. What's going on? Oh. I didn't mean to play that, chat. But a little sneak peek for what's to come potentially on this channel. Callum, if you're watching, you've been warned. I don't know what for. Big Up Yard says the mic sounds much better now. Appreciate that. Because it was an expensive mic. Drop down, Cal. I'm working on the visuals, Beans, but once the visuals are done, it's coming. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Let me know, guys, as well. Actually, yeah, let me know as well, quick, guys, before we head out. Obviously, I don't know if you saw the live stream I did yesterday. Did a trial run for a show, Liverpool on trial. Big Up Yard says, no, Drifty's doing the game tonight. Matt's doing the final tomorrow. Did a trial run for a show called Liverpool on trial, where I put two cases against each other. So, for example, it was Salah versus the club, who was right or wrong. What's that? Big Up, my captain says, we wasted 6 weeks waiting on Diamonde, and we are now 3 weeks in waiting for Barcola. I hear it. We are waiting a long time for these players. We need to make sure we get them through the door. But let me know if there's any topics or debates you guys want me to do on that show. My plan is now, instead of doing them solo, have two people in with me, and they can debate against each other on the show. And then in the end, I will, and you guys can decide on who won, who gave the most compelling argument. I struggled yesterday with it a bit because it's a bit hard to do it while just one person and make it a long show. So that's why it was quite a short show. But I've got a couple props come in, a couple outfits potentially for Liverpool on trial. So let me know quick before I head out, guys. Is there any debates you guys would want to see? I was thinking maybe was Trent right? Was Trent wrong? Maybe have Cal and Drifty in for that one. Cal obviously defending Trent, Drifty defending the club, or Cal defending Trent and Drifty saying Trent was a snake. Big Up Yard says, make sure you man are smashing the like button. Yes, people, please do smash the like button. It's my absolute pleasure to do these shows for you. Much love to everyone in the chat. On the road to 100 subscribers. We already are on 70. Big Up Bean says 90s versus current players. That's a shout, Beans. I might see if Tom Little is available for that one. I might do Tom and Drift for that one. Or maybe Tom and Jamie. Have Tom defend the current players. Jamie or Drift defend the 90s players or the old school players. That's a shout, Beans. What I'll do is I'll put a community post up, guys, where you guys can give me your ideas for debates and maybe who you guys would want to see on there. But yes, people, I am going to wrap it up here. 40 minutes in. I'm going to go have something to eat quickly, go to the toilet, and then you will see me on Drifty's channel at 10 o'clock for the England versus France game. Big up yards. One quick one says, Hairline, you ready to see my young shooter be crowned the best player in the world tomorrow? The Yamal prophecy will be fulfilled. I mean, I think Spain will win yards, but Messi might baptize him again. That's what I'm saying. But yes, people, make sure you are smashing the like button on the way out, subscribing. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Like I said, much love to everyone for getting me to 70 already. Did not expect to be this far along. Yeah, obviously make sure you guys check out Drifty on Big Up as well. I'll be over there in about 20 minutes. Thank you everyone for coming along. Big up Beans, big up Yards, big up my captain, big up Johnski, big up Shankly, big up Ali as well. Yeah, big up everyone, man. Much love. It's been a pleasure as always, guys. Look forward to seeing you more. Look forward to seeing me more as well, because I'm going to keep posting every day, or trying to. Got the new mic, so hopefully it sounds good. Yes, people. Have a lovely evening. Peace.